What's up, guys? Good your day with a Kalista game. So, for those of you that read patch notes, Kalista got a buff, which is pretty much a nerf removal. When they nerfed Kalista so much, I don't even know when it was, but it was sometime after Season 5. And they nerfed her to the ground and made her unplayable. And they've now started slowly taking back the nerfs. And I think she's about playable now. She's about at that point where she's really good now. What they did this patch was they made it so that your E, while it's on cooldown, will still stack spears into people, which is really, really useful, in my opinion. And they also made it so that the mana and cooldown would you'd get the mana refund and the cooldown reset off of one minion now, which helps with landing phase, or one unit as it's called. But I guess that helps with killing champions too. I'm not too sure. Whatever. But so I've been playing her ever since then because I was like, oh, well, I really like Kalista, and I love the SKT skin. This is in my opinion the best Kalista skin. I like the colors. It's always the colors. But so I was never able to play with this skin though because Kalista sucked. And what she mostly suffers from is having very, very short range, which is a hindrance in laning phase and in team fights. More so in team fights than in laning phase. Because in laning phase, she has the ability to just jump back whenever she farms, which makes it a bit safer for her. But so this game is flex queue because I'm not gonna take this into a regular ranked game. One, because I'm not technically an ADC main, and two, because I want to practice it in here or taking it in there anyways if I ever planned on doing it, because this is as close as I can get to that level without being there. However, my flex queue is pretty shit, high ranking, so you're gonna see some of the plays are gonna be really bad for some of the people, but yeah, it is what it is. It's a showcase. So, this game, for the laning phase, I have one objective, and that is let Nihilus get a hook, and I go in for a kill. One of the best strengths about Kalista, which makes her really strong, is the fact that she can reposition herself really easily in the lane. If I want to just farm and just be really safe, I just auto-attack and back up. Auto-attack, back up, every time. If I want to go in when I'm farming, I can just auto attack, and then if I see Nihilus get a hook, I can jump forward with that, and I can keep jumping and jumping and jumping. Which is something that's really useful for her. She can also, as Kalista, you can also do this, be aggressive on your own during the laning phase. You can just auto attack them, and you can just jump and jump and jump and jump forward, continuously auto attacking them. And you're almost like, it's almost like you're forward kiting them in a way. Like you're not kiting, but you're keeping up with them. I don't know how to really explain it, but you keep up with them while auto attacking is something that's really useful. However, this game, that's not really going to happen. Caitlyn outranges Kalista by a lot, and that means I'm not really going to be able to get any auto attacks off on her on my own, at least. And Leona, if I try auto-attacking her, she's going to just jump on me, kill me. So yeah, this game I have to wait for Nihilus to make a play for me, and then I follow up off of that. Now my top, mid, and jungle aren't gonna do too hot. They're all gonna kind of feed. You can see right now Fior's 0-3. And this is going to be an issue for me because their team is scary. Their team is not a team that I want to be playing Kalista against. But I really love Kalista, so this was not going to stop me because I think I was near the bottom of the pick order. But so, I've kind of already explained Caitlyn and Leona. Caitlyn's not that big of an issue in team fights, she's more so of an issue in the laning phase, but this one's not really that great, so I don't have to worry too much about it. But going down the list, Poppy, she can just, if she gets on me, I'm pretty much dead, because she can pop her W on me, and what's that gonna do is it's gonna stop me from jumping around, which effectively makes it so that I can't attack. And if I try to jump around, I'm gonna get knocked up, and that's gonna result in my death, more than likely. They have a Hecarim who can easily dive me, just kinda, if he gets back behind my team, he can dive me and kill me. The enemy bot lane is just being really stupid, and I'm just getting spear after spear on them, and getting kills. The Hecarim, if he gets past my team, I'm probably dead from him. Akali is going to get fed this game from top, jungle, and mid, and she is going to be a really, really big nuisance, and she's actually going to affect my build. I'm going to have to build Malma Mortis for her because she is going to get fed. And she can very, very easily get past everyone. And this is actually going to show one of Kalista's weaknesses in team fights. Like I said, she has very short range. And because of that, she literally has to stand behind everyone. She's not allowed to get close up to the front line at all. If I do in this case, Akali can just literally just dive past everyone with her ult and just kill me. However, that's going to be negated somewhat when I build my Maw. But still, it's something that I do have to worry about, and it's one of the weaknesses with Kalista. Hecarim shows up finally, trying to help his team, which is, his bot lane is pushed up and dying, so... But, he's going to just effectively kill himself. He's gonna do it here eventually. Because he doesn't quite know when to back off, but we kill Leona in that fashion. And we're gonna start burning down the tower. Get it down to half health, which is pretty decent. Hecarim's gonna show back up. He's gonna stay around here because his bot lane does need help since I am 4-0 at this point. However, since I am 4-0, that's typically the point where you just say, fuck it, I can't help bot lane anymore, I need to get other lanes ahead farther. Try to get advantages elsewhere on the map. But he's gonna be around here a bit more than he was at the beginning of the game. See, he comes in here. Nautilus does a great job of interrupting them, tanking damage, and I'm gonna nab a kill off of that. And then we're gonna nab a kill off of this Leona as well. The Akali comes down from mid to try and kill me, but I'm just gonna sit in the bush and stand in between Vi and Nautilus, so that way she can't kill me, and she just backs off because she knows she can't do anything. So, good job on my team. Even though Vi is doing bad this game, she is going to adjust her build accordingly, and she's not going to build Triforce, at least. I know she doesn't build it within like her first few items. And she is going to focus down the Akali, who you are going to see is going to be a huge problem in this game for me. Now, I do have to give props to my Nautilus this game. Kalista does need a rather decent support to play with, or at least someone that understands Kalista very well. Kalista does best with a tank support. I was very, very happy that he went Nautilus this game, and he was a very, very good Nautilus. I think he was playing with friends or something. I don't know. But I think he's silver this season, gold last season. He was pretty decent. At least in comparison to the rest of their team, but he knew to sit by me and protect me, that when the Akali was around, to make sure she didn't get on me, and yeah. So Hecarim was trying to dive someone earlier. He's gonna get away with his ult and ghost. We don't kill him, but that's his ult and ghost down, so we have that to our advantage. We're gonna rend the Leona. That was a lot of spears in her. I haven't played a lot of Kalista lately, so I'm not exactly used to how many spears I need in someone to kill them. Plus, it was a Leona, so she's tankier. So I do have to get used to that again. But I do enjoy the fact that I can just rend one thing at a time now. get mana back. It's a very nice thing that that they gave me back. I was gonna go top here, but Fjord TP'd from base for some reason. You see here, Akali just runs straight past Nautilus and Vi and just jumps on me. Vi and Nautilus are doing a good job of trying to CC her though. But you see, I'm immediately forced to back off in that fight. Poppy actually came in going to stun me with her E, and I had to flash out of that. And yeah, you can kind of see where I'm starting to struggle in this. I needed to pretty much get ahead in lane, and hopefully my lead in lane was going to carry over into team fights. I know Akali is kind of coming over here, or at least someone was. I was going to go ward the bush, and by the time I go do it, it was too late, and Akali just burst me down immediately. So, I'm going to just talk about my items here real quick. I don't know if you were paying attention, but I got Runan's Hurricane first item before Blade of the Ruined King. Sometimes, in the past, you could go Blade of the Ruined King before Runan's. However, in my opinion, Runan's is the superior item. It allows you to fight a lot better, in my opinion, for in bot lane and in team fights in general. I really do think it's a much better item than Blade of the Ruined King. If you're like in a 1v1, then Blade of the Ruined King is better, I guess. Or if you need sustain, Blade of the Ruined King is better. But more often than not, you really won't need the sustain. You really won't need that better 1v1 combat stats. Instead, Runan's is the superior item. It's just helps you wave clear better, helps you do a lot of things better. Here, Ahri completely misses her charm, and I'm gonna die because of it. All she needed to do was hit her charm, and I would have been fine. So, that didn't happen. Yeah, I died for it. I should have been more careful though with taking out that. Ahri almost dies from the Akali, and then my teammates are going to literally chase this Akali forever, and what's going to happen is Vi's actually going to end up dying because they're going to heal for so much for at least the Akali between Redemption. That was our Redemption. My bad. Had the blue ring around it, so I assumed it was there. Whatever. But Akali heals too much between her Hextech Gunblade and the heal from Caitlyn, and that's gonna get her out alive. Unfortunate. Now, the main goal that we should be having right now is just catching out someone with a Nautilus hook or a Vi ult and killing them. Preferably focusing down Akali. Then she is really the only one that can kill me. And once Akali is gone, I really don't have to worry about anything else. Hecarim I still have to worry about a little bit, although he can't dive as easily as an Akali can. I can kite him slightly better. Akali can technically just jump twice.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
I need a drink. Okay. So, yeah. I am getting a Maul and Mortis this game, like I said. This is to deal with the Akali. I have Hexringer right now, so I won't immediately die from her. But she is, like, if I let her get too many attacks up on me, then I will die. So, like I said before, I have to be careful. Poppy conveniently knocks Nautilus back into the Caitlyn ult for me, and Leona gets caught out and dies. So I'm still getting kills. You can see though, I ended the laning phase 7-0, and I'm 9-2 now. You can see how difficult it's starting to get for me to get kills here. I can't really just walk into a fight anymore, especially if there's the Akali there, because I will get bursted down. So it's a weakness of Kalista, but I'm fed. For items on Kalista, I prefer not to go Maw unless I absolutely have to. In this case, I do because they have a bursty mage. Akali is not necessarily a mage, but deals magic damage. And because of that, I do need this. I do need Mama Mortis, or else I will just insta die from her. You'll kind of see it here. If she, yeah, she's gonna jump on me. I'm gonna survive for just a brief second. The Hex Drinker did pop, and that saved me for at least a little bit. If it was just the Akali there, I would have survived. But now I have Maw, so now I should be extremely fine. Because now that's a bigger shield for me and a bigger bonus. So I shouldn't really be dying from her at all now. Shouldn't be dealing a whole lot of damage. Especially because she built a Warmogs, and she's... I don't know what she's building at next. After that, I wasn't really paying attention to her game. However, Warmog after Hextech, Gunblade, and the Zonias is probably not what you need against the Fed ADC. But whatever. Made the game easier for me. So I'll come over, steal the red buff from Fiora because she's 2-11, I'm 10-3, so it's pretty obvious who needs that buff. And we're gonna group with our team again. Poppy's gonna move forward to get kind of cut out here. And a big old fight's gonna happen. And yeah. Akali dies, which is Akali and Hecarim die, which is a signal that we've won the fight. It's completely over. I'm still alive at full health. We burn a Poppy GA, which means that's down for 5 minutes. So easy fights from now on. And we ended up basing them. So that's going to be this turret, and we're going to keep pushing and get another turret. And it didn't hit. Now at this point we should be looking to take Baron. However, this game I was not doing a good job with guiding my team on objectives. Even though I should have been. That's normally something that I do because with my friends I'm not calling all the time. So I should have been doing that, but I wasn't paying too much attention. I was too caught up in the fact I was having so much fun with Kalista. I mean, she is one of my favorite ADCs, and that's mostly just because she's OP when she's strong. You know, if you guys remember season 5, Kalista was everywhere, and you just had to play Kalista to win. And if you had a good Kalista, if you were good on Kalista, you could climb very easily. And yeah, she's almost back at that point. For me, she is back at that point. I know that she's probably got a little bit less attack speed than before, but for me, she's pretty much back to her old self with just a small little change. But I really like her now. I mean, I've always liked her. I really like where she is now. I think she's in a good spot. She's still gonna suffer from just poor matchups, but right now, she's really fun. She's good. You can play her, and if you have a support that can protect you well. Yeah. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe if you did, and see you on the next one. Thanks.